Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look again on the euro currency. So yesterday we have discussed the situation and said that maybe it makes sense to wait for possible grabber on the daily chart. And data that have been released recently actually was mixed. So if in the first half of the session we have the relatively bearish signs and data for euro currency, as you know, it's inflation hits the new record in the European Union. As the core inflation is the nominal inflation, and that has pushed the euro currency lower, where you can see with this shadow of this recent session, it was seen that indeed grabber could be formed. But late in the session we've got really weak ADP numbers and everything has returned back to its own. So as a result, we haven't got any grabber, which tells us that, well, if we decide to take the short position, it will be not as good as it could be if we would have the grabber. And here on the daily chart, actually, we see just that the trend has turned bullish. Market stands in the same tight consolidation. On the 4-hour time frame chart, overall bearish context still valid. So you can see market is forming something above the XOP target. What I would like to say about this consolidation is that, guys, it's definitely not the way how market turns up. That's why whatever intraday targets market will reach and hit in the nearest time, this will be just the tactical extensions or something of that sort without changing the overall tendency and overall bearish sentiment. Because we have the thrusting action, then we see some choppy and sloppy consolidation just above the XOP, which means that, well, sooner rather than later, this market should proceed lower. I do not even exclude the chance if market will be able to stay somewhere around this area. I am not excluding the chance that, for example, market could form something like this one. This might be the butterfly here. That's theoretically also could finalize this area and complete the XOP target. But this will happen only if market will stay below this top and keeps this pattern potentially valid. If the upward direction continue, then in this case we could consider the situation on the hourly chart. This hourly chart with recent performance, there are a few moments have happened. So first of all, if you remember, initially we had this ABC bottom pattern. This was the COP, but recently with this volatility you can see that market actually has created the bearish reversal swing down and erased the initial ABCD pattern. Now we have the larger ABCD pattern with the OP. That's, by the way, also COP has been reached with the OP around 101.11. It's right there. At the same time, this big performance inside of the flag, it also has the OP around this area. So with this, well, since this is most important target that we have on intraday charts, if you would like to take the short position, you of course could consider this widening triangle, trying to take the position inside of it, and maybe you will be right and this market will start to form the butterfly that I showed you on the follow time frame chart. But anyway, initially it would be better to place stop above the OP, because completing the OP doesn't mean the break of the bearish context, just completion of the target. And if you place stop somewhere closer, you could be out just occasionally, and although the overall context remains valid. This is the first moment. Second moment, the second scenario, you could just do nothing and wait what will happen. Wait when the market will complete the OP. We will get this large guardrails triple to sell pattern and around the resistance, and that will be another chance to take the short position. Currently, this analyzing of this wobbling market is very difficult, especially when you have the intruding from the external factors such as the statistics release. And tomorrow we also will get the non-farm payrolls release. So it also might be technical picture might be skewed by the impact of the data, and performance of the market could be, well, just hit by reaction on the statistics. So if you're conservative from that standpoint, it would be better to wait and sit on the hands and see what will happen. Waiting for the OP, waiting for the payrolls report. If still you would like to take the position right there inside of this consolidation, because overall context definitely stands bearish, well, you could try to do this, maybe just decrease a bit the trading volume. So take the, not hold the lot as you're trading usually. Take the 1/3 maybe of the position, or not more than the half of the position, and see what will happen. So that's our current view on euro currency.